All right, y'all. Today is April 2nd, 2026. Today is a Thursday. And yes, as y'all see by the title, I finally secured a damn payout, y'all. Man, y'all don't know how, relieved I feel. How just, man, if y'all follow me on TikTok, for the past 6 months since I quit my job, y'all have known I haven't had a payout, right? Y'all known this, I haven't had a payout, and I just been stressing. Like I quit my job literally at the wrong time. Whenever I was going through it all, tilting, revenge trading, just doing it all, and I quit my job to go full in on this. And the first couple months was rough, and for me to finally be able to do this and come on here and say and document it, especially for y'all, document it. Y'all seen all my trades I've taken the past month and a half, 2 months. For me to be able to document it, it just shows that it's possible, guys. It's possible if you just fully lock in, with just following your rules and just being patient and just waiting for yourself to show up. Not every day is going to be a trading day. Some days are going to be losses, but trust me, if you just stick through with being disciplined and follow your rules, you will get results like this and you'll be able to get payouts. I trust me, guys. I promise you. No matter where you are in your journey, no matter what happens, no matter what journey you're on, no matter what part of life you're at, trust me, you can always turn around. You just gotta look internally and just lock in on what you need to lock in with, guys. Trust me. This is coming from someone y'all see my videos where I've tilted. Y'all have seen all these types of things, and I was finally able to get over that hump, and I finally secured this payout. So anything is possible, y'all. Anything is possible. If you're new here, if you've been trading for a while, just keep your head down. Just the main thing. Keep the main thing, and that's just getting better at trading aspect as a whole. Fuck the money. Fuck everything else. Just get good at just the aspect of trading. Get good. Get more disciplined. Just follow your rules. Be patient, and trust me, the results will show. And it might not be in a month. It might not be in 2 months, but trust me, the results are gonna show. The results are gonna show. Um, but yeah, enough of my little banter. I'm just overly excited right now that I was able to catch, a fucking banger trade over 120 points. So let me just go ahead and get into that with y'all. I secure my payout, and let me go ahead and get into the proof before we start. As y'all see, made 1,200 today, my fifth day, and yeah, so payouts finally secured. I just gotta wait to the end of the day for them to update my daily wire, and then boom, I can get the payout. So yeah, guys, great day. You know, just overly happy. Let's go ahead and get into the trade itself. Okay, guys. So boom. So today I was only leaning towards bullish. Now here's why. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to market open. So I'm gonna start new. I'm gonna go ahead and go to 9:30. Okay. So boom. So 9:30. As y'all see, overnight we're still respecting this bearish daily gap, pushing down to this bullish daily gap. But I've seen this multiple times. We're obviously in a bearish profile, right? So we're obviously in this daily gap. And when we came into the market open today, we already had tapped into this bullish daily gap, right? And when we go down to the 4 hour, if it loads, I don't know why it always like goes back an extra right here. So we go back to the 4 hour. As you see, we had two unfilled 4 hour gaps from yesterday's move. We had unfilled gaps. Go down to the hourly, still unfilled gaps, right? So I'm like, okay. And then we go down to the 15 minute, and as y'all see, we have no draws lower, right? All we have is just London, or I think this is at 6 a.m. So yeah, 6 a.m. Let me go and skip to 9:30. I don't know why my bar replay fucks up, but let me go and go back because that was already taken. Yeah, 7:15. Let me go back to 9:30. 9. So boom, right here. Okay. So boom, we still had London. We had no draws lower, right? No draws low. We had London high. We had these equal highs, and we also had Asia high previous day. We had a lot of draws higher and no draws lower, right? And we were overextended from yesterday's sell off. So I was like, okay, I'm only looking for longs today. My condition was though that this hourly that we're in right here is if we respect it, then we could probably go lower and it'd probably be a no trading day for me. But what I want to see is us push through this hourly and get to this 4 hour in London, and then probably if we're gonna keep going lower, then go lower. Today I was more looking for like a retracement type of day, especially since there was no draws, hella unfilled gaps and a lot of draws to the upside. I was only looking for longs, right? And this hourly was my only condition. So if we were to start displacing this hourly, then I take it, right? So then I was going to my actual entry and show you what I took. Okay, I'm going to skip 1 15 minute, and as you'll see, we start respecting these 15 minutes and this hourly. So I'm like, fuck, okay, we might not actually go lower. So now let me go down to the 1 minute, and this is actually my entry right here. So you see, we push down lower, we're displacing, right? Boom, skip 1 minute. So now this next candle right here is where I actually get my entry. Right here, we displaced up crazy. Boom, right here. So I perfect aligned 1 minute inverse. I got in. Stop below this low, and I was gonna get out manually because this next candle, the way it opened up, right? Boom. And I was gonna get out manually, but I didn't. I ended up staying in. And this is one thing I do want to say. Um, what I even though this was a winning trade, I can still add to what I can change or what can I tweak. So me and my brother were in the trade, and he actually got out. He took a small loss, I think of 200 or 300, I forgot. He took a small loss, and I ended up staying in. And I was originally gonna get out, right? I was gonna get out, but I was like, you know what? Why? Like, I'm just gonna like I put my limits here for a reason. I have conviction for a reason, right? I have conviction why this trade's gonna play out. If it doesn't play out, then it doesn't play out, right? Um, yeah, I could cut myself losses, and it's helped me before in the past. Don't get me wrong, cutting my losses has helped me before in the past, but just a situation like this where I'm overly bullish, and everything's aligning for bullish draws. It's just I don't want to manually exit and then miss out the move, and that's exactly what would happen if I got out, right? So I'm like, I just left my limit there. I didn't get out manually. I left my limit, and I'm like, you know what? If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. It would be another 500 loss, $400 loss, and I'll just de-risk next week and just build it back from there. So I stayed in, and it ended up working in my favor. And like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? It just all depends on the situation. So for me, like for this situation, why I didn't manually get out, it's just like I said, I had conviction in this trade, and also I didn't see a reason for us going lower. We had to swing low, but it's like we had no draws lower, so I didn't really see a reason for us to go lower. I could have got out, and I was really thinking it, and I know my brother got out, and he was hot about it, which I understand, because I was thinking about it too. But like I said, going into further, trading, like more trades I take in the future, if there's no reason for us to go down lower and I have conviction on the trade that I'm taking right now, I'm just gonna let it ride, right? I put the risk on the table for a reason. So I'm just gonna let it ride, and if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And in this situation, it ended up hitting, boom, and then got out whenever we had SMT at London. I was originally gonna get out here, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna hold to London. I could have held to the top, but y'all know the way I am. If we have SMT at the draw, I'm just gonna stay. I'm just gonna get out and secure my profits because I don't want to get reversed on. In this situation, as y'all see, we kept running, but I just secure my profits, right? And I have enough for a payout. I just secure my profits, and I'm done for the day. Um, but yeah, guys, like I said, payout secured, as you'll see from the title. A very, very happy day. I won't be trading tomorrow because it is a bank holiday, Good Friday. So I think even the markets are closed. So this is a great way to end off my week. Great way. Made back all my losses for the past 2 days, made back all of them, plus some more. And now I'm able to get the payout. So I'm overly excited, overly happy. And yeah, guys, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, anything's possible. Anything's possible. If you stay disciplined and stay patient enough and just if you know your setup and just follow your setup, trust me, you don't have to trade every day. If your setup shows, take it. If it doesn't, don't take it. It's literally that simple. You just gotta have the willpower and the actual patience and discipline to actually stick with that plan and stay with the routine. Because trust me, guys, there were so many times where even in this last month where I seen so many trades where I wanted to take so bad, I'm like, no, it doesn't align with my rules. It doesn't align with what I usually take, and I would fade it. And some of them would play, obviously, and some of them would lose. But at the end of the day, it was just I'm controlling what I can control, and it's just taking the perfect setup, the right setup that I think, with my own conviction, that's gonna work. And obviously, you have to have data for that. So back testing generally to see what works versus what doesn't. But if you get that down, trust me, guys, it all comes down to this one thing, and it's just having the discipline to just follow your rules. I know it sounds easy, but trust me, guys, it's one of the hardest things. But once you master that, trust me, you can make so much money doing this. This could be such a successful business model. So I've done it once before, and I'm doing it again for y'all. I documented the last 2 months what I've been doing on my TikTok. It goes back to the past 6 months where I've been tilting. I've documented my whole process on my social media, guys. So if y'all don't have faith, just go through my stuff. Trust me, y'all will see every single trade that I've taken, every single win, every single loss, every single tilt day. Everything will be as documented. It's already documented, and for me to actually get here and get a payout just shows that anything is possible. You can do it if you just completely lock in with yourself. Trust me, guys. Um, but yeah, that's all I got. I know I ranted a lot of this video. This is just a special day for me because it's been like damn near 7 months that I've got to pay out. So for me to finally be able to do this, it just brings so much joy to me and just lifts a burden off my shoulders because there was times where I just thought I wasn't gonna make it in this again, even though I've done it before. But I stuck through it. I did what I did. I stayed prayed up. I just did everything I could, and now look, the results are showing. So that's enough for the rant today. That's enough for me just giving y'all that inspirational, motivational talk. Um, that's pretty much all I got for this trade recap. Overall, great trade. I didn't like the drawdown in the beginning. That's the only thing I didn't like, but great trade overall. I'm happy the way I traded. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I will be back next week when I catch more trades. Like I said, I'm not going to be trading at all. Tomorrow, bank holiday, so I'll be back next week. But I will be more active on TikTok, so make sure to go follow me on TikTok at Tone Trades. And also, y'all like, comment, subscribe on these trade recaps because I do want to keep bringing this as documenting for my process. So maybe it can inspire y'all or y'all could just learn from it. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Make sure I have a